I was not paying attention at all. I had already conceded in my head. Oh. Card reveals are coming today, but they're actually not going to be arriving until late tonight my time, and I did not want to leave you empty-handed as far as videos go for today. So today you're going to be getting a stream highlights video, but it's a very special one. You see, turns out when I'm streaming, I don't always play the best. I stream usually around midnight my time, and that's after working long hours, and I'm a father and a husband, and by the time I sit down, I just want to relax, and then I'm paying attention to chat. And so what I'm saying is I'm prone to making mistakes from time to time, and I wanted to make a video that was showcasing some of my worst wins ever. These are all games from the past week, and they are just not great wins. I'm talking like I make play mistakes. There's times where my opponent's high roll incredible or I low roll, and there's even a game where I literally win and I don't realize that I've won. So I hope you enjoy these. As they are stream highlights, usual caveat, you might hear me talking to chat without context. I'm sorry about that, but otherwise the games are great. I hope you enjoy them, and then I will see you tomorrow when we get more reveals to talk about. So again, as a reminder, the first hour of the stream is sponsored by Prime Gaming, where you can get free loot, sometimes free games. If you have Amazon Prime, you just have Prime Gaming. If you get Prime Gaming, you get all the benefits of Prime, which during the pandemic has been great as far as shipping things to my house. You know what? I think we just keep all of this in this matchup. Because if they present to us a naked Fiora, we might be able to pick it off with a get excited. And even though we are sponsored by Prime Gaming, we're playing Legends of Runeterra that I thoroughly enjoy and recommend folks to play for free. So you should do that. The greed in me really wanted to slap down this peddler.
Oh, if mushrooms could talk.
I'll have what he's having.
Yeah, there's the Fiora.
My shield is yours.
All right, we're gonna try to gold card her. The barrier keeps her alive, but the reality is we just want to stun her to buy ourselves some time. Now, deny is an option here that stops skills. Notify does not. Concerted strike is
Dead in their tracks.
a way that, you know, she can get the job done a little bit.
Steel is yours.
So now we're hitting the point where attacking with Teemo is not a guaranteed thing, because I actually have stuff on the board, and this is a deck that runs a 3 of for Sharp Sight. So we're gonna not just take the open attack here, we're gonna slow play it. Plus, if we play a spell before we attack, Teemo at least levels up. Get out of my swamp.
The finest blades for my
Well, now they cannot do Sharp Sight shenanigans. So we do it this way because this spell will go off, these shuffle in, this levels up, and then we double the amount of caps. Also, with her having 2 health, it makes it more manageable to try to deal with her. Not likely, but more manageable. But we're just trying to race them with puff caps. So this should double to 32. And we're gonna let the investigator go. We could have saved it with the stress testing, but All right. 2 damage that way. We don't have any way to save our Teemo here, but
I walk the space between worlds. It must be done.
On guard. Protect and strike. Grow free.
I think we just do this. She's gonna level up. Not much we can really do about that. I think this takes this trade here just to keep our health reasonably in check. $52 puff caps.
I have no equal. Press on.
All right, draw some cards. Oh, that didn't hit any damage there. That's a shame.
The finest blades for my
I need only one to win.
Death Ray's cute. This is to any unit, right? All right, so we're gonna swing with this. Now they might try to sharp sight on the Fiora and block, but then we can try to kill our own unit. So that's actually why we are doing it this way. We really wish we had a Hexcore Foundry here. Hey, look, it's almost like I said, they can do this sharp sight trick. So now what we're worried about is single combat. We haven't seen any of those. We saw the one concerted strike. So we didn't get the chip damage we were hoping for, but we at least get some more mushrooms. And honestly, because we need all the damage we can get, I feel like almost ditching this testing here is correct as well. So let's take it up to 60. Because right now our expected value for damage per draw is still only 3, which is not enough unless we like chain draw into some cards here. Also, I'm realizing now it's 11:30, so our sponsored segment is officially ending here. So for the folks who joined me for the sponsored segment, hello, welcome. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming.
beg your pardon. I'm a peddler, not a meddler.
Shuffling some more mushrooms as a last ditch effort. Fiora, I mean, Fiora's not unkillable. We just didn't draw any of the options that we have to kill her. But while we wait for combat to resolve here, as I said, the sponsored portion of the stream is ending. Now, that being said, I'm going to keep playing. I'm going to hang out. I want to thank Prime Gaming for sponsoring me for this portion of the stream. So is it weird that like I want to play this because we played the pick a card, but playing this could have me outright lose the game? The reason that I think that it's safe to play it was if they had a single combat, they could have just used it during there instead of letting all my units die. So we're gonna play the Twisted Fate despite the fact that it's greedy, simply because they should have played single combat if they had it before. So they might have made a misplay, which was bait here, but we're gonna try it. And if they have it, I guess we can just nuke our own Twisted Fate.
We swim within the flows of magic.
These woods protect their own.
Keeper, our lands need us.
Updating the old stream title here. Yeah, that's still not enough, is it?
Officer J.S. Hawklaw.
Yeah, that's still not enough.
They are under my protection.
I got a feeling that we're about to get hit with the old Bright Steel into Relentless.
I got ways to find me mushrooms. Hey, Dad!
And we just let this go. All right. Three, four. TF with red card is 1 damage away. We could actually find like a mystic shot or something here. But the problem with that is like deny and notify and all that jazz are all still options.
Nature blesses her followers.
And Fiora also wins, and this is actually, now that TF leveled up, this is actually not enough to do what we need it to do either. Oh, curse you, Foundry. I needed you so much sooner.
I'll recite your rights.
And I just needed any card that I could play here because of reasons. Because we actually could have stunned the Fiora. So watch, if I target this, order of operations means 2 damage goes on that, and then red card would appear here. So red card would actually ping off the barrier, and then this would kill this. Well, gold card would end up in front though, so that would actually stun that first as well. Yeah, there's no way around it. We just needed to find a mystic shot or something to take a shot at the Nexus. If only this game had fog. Fog would get it done.
Nature blesses her followers.
But at least you get to see the alternate win animation from Fiora. The absolute like irony of the fact that if Fiora grabs any unit not Twisted Fate, I can try to nuke my own unit and get out of that. Twisted Fate leveling up cost me the game. Did they just concede? Why am I getting a win there? Oh, I wasn't paying attention. We won because the River Shaper strikes and drew mushrooms. They went to 1 and the River Shaper must have drawn a card with a mushroom. I was not paying attention at all. I had already conceded in my head. Oh, I wasn't paying attention at all. It felt like it, Zombie. It felt like they just had all of their top end. Lee Sin Aphelios, huh? Oh, this is such a rough matchup, potentially. I mean, this goes for sure, but as weird as it sounds, I think in this particular matchup, the rest of this probably stays. Like, you want access to Comet. You want access to your value. It's a good goat for them because I don't have a legitimate answer. There's the Comet.
Sunlight guides
Now again, Comet gets stopped by Bastion, gets stopped by Deny, but
each hold a world within.
the more ways that you can kind of force it and keep folks honest, I think the better off you are net long term. Yep, I think this is just a temple turn.
Embrace the night, Aphelios.
This is probably what, Crescendum? No, Calibrum. They want to open me up for an open attack. Fair enough. I respect it. It's an extra 8 damage and makes that Lee Sin victory, oh, excuse me, 10. Extra 10 damage.
It is time.
All right, as much as I think Aphelios is important, I want to start with this because I would like this to start getting the +1/+1s. And we got really lucky finding a serpent here.
Force is meaningless without skill.
Pleasure to see you, Master.
Now I was planning on originally after the serpent going into Aphelios, but since they played their Lee Sin now, this feels like a Comet opportunity. I mean, Lee Sin's a lot of fun when you're the one doing all of the fun with him. Not so much for the person on the receiving end often. Yeah, this has got to be
As darkness falls,
Crescendum here.
rises.
Yeah, right? I remember when Lee was 4 mana. With only slightly lower stats. See if we can bait out like a Nopify or something first. Before we try to chew up their Aphelios. Hey, look! We did exactly what I was hoping we would do. So now we'll see if they preemptively gem one of these goats to stop my 5/4 from coming in. I mean, joke's on them, we're gonna send it either way, but for all they know, they could gem one of the goats and then we could serpent the oh, they went with the Gravitum. All right, fair.
They declare your will
I
as
respect it. This is a pretty good pickup for us. But to be honest, I'm more interested in our healing options.
breathe in
Because this is shut down again, so they're probably going to try to pressure.
Not all mean well.
I think we do this. Just trying to decide if I want to put my Aphelios in harm's way, and since we have the backup one, I think I'm okay with it. I would like to be at 6 as opposed to 4, and this might actually bait out another like +1/+1 or something, like an additional combat trick. And combat tricks spent here means my Calibrum's more likely to land over there.
Move short as the
Oh,
moon
it
rises.
connects. Interesting.
Extend your senses.
They have another Lee Sin, huh? I want to take this spell mana with me because we've got some potential fun and games coming our way. I think we start with this just to see if we can bait them into doing the barrier stuff and spending mana.
I will not hold back.
All right, so like I'm trying to do the math now. We have 11 to work with, and I need to get to where I can play this, but also have a Celestial in hand. I have 3 and 4 mana options. I have to play this, and I have to hit something cheap. None of those are cheap enough for what we need anyway.
The mountain speaks to those who listen.
Because I can spend 2 and get 2 mana back here. But it's not enough. So I think you just go this route. Man, we had that window. We were just shy. So I can't play Fangs because Fangs technically costs 4. And then I have to hit something even cheaper. Scryer reducing the cost of both this and the cards I find, Hack Me, meant that I had more potential cards to pop up. Like if I played Fangs, I would have basically had to hit Serpent. Whereas if I play Scryer, anything from like Messenger on down gets me going.
The dragon spirit awakens. My lands need me. Center your spirit.
All right, a couple of different ways we could tackle this. One is just like with the Bastion to stop the Dragon's Rage. Or we could go with the Star Shaping for the heal, which maybe gives us even more options. And the problem is, like, if we play the Bastion, we still end up losing the Aphelios anyway, so I feel like it's got to be the Star Shaping here, right? I mean, that's too memey to not take another one of, I guess.
I'll find you.
I mean, do I do it again, or do we... play with more of these fangs here? I think I want fangs.
I fight with my spirit, not my fists.
Our enemies would be foolish to underestimate you.
Gems are superb. Bad for the teeth, though.
The brighter my light, the stronger your shadow. What is
Down to
gained when you
just
return
2
malevolence?
cards in hand. That Hush is such a good pickup for me, though.
Is clear.
Loop-de-loop.
Gotta pop his spell shield here at some point. So now seems like a good time to do it. Maybe. Get some damage in on him while we're at it. Aphelios takes him down to 1 card. So is the 1 card a Bastion or a Deny? That's the question. I mean, I think you have to take the Supernova shot to find out.
Embrace the night, Aphelios.
If we used Gravitum, I don't think we would have had... Oh yeah, we would have. That's my bad. Yeah, you're right. I thought that the temple had already triggered, but I was wrong. So I technically have 2 more mana to work with. Well... Yep, there's the Deny.
Breathe
So yeah,
in,
that's my bad.
breathe out.
Oh,
Conflict is all in
of course. Oh, of course they find a meditation. That's that's problematic.
Celestial power. Prepare yourself.
Exercise caution.
Yeah, they're gonna go digging. They're gonna go digging. The problem is that we still don't have a way to deal with Lee because they probably found more. I mean, that misplay will likely cost me the game. Not realizing that I still had the one extra trigger on the temple. Looks like I do technically right now as well. Need to get a comet or something from that, but I can't yet, so
They forced us to choose death or the blade.
Invisible to the ignorant.
The Charger chases stars across the sky.
What is gained when we
all
return?
right, how do we want to navigate this? They've got 3 effective cards in hand, right? All right, so we find a comet.
Light warms the heart and lights the way. We were peaceful.
2 effective cards in hand. They're gonna get a moon weapon here, but nothing I can really do about that.
Whatever the cost.
2 cards left in hand, huh?
You cannot hold us down. We will resist.
You gotta let chump blocks come in, but this is a good chunk of healing if it actually goes off. Another meditation. I need them to fall below 4. Let's try to save this, I guess. This is where we need them to get greedy and to gravitum something or whatever. They're not going to. Because they need to stay on deny mana. And this, they went and they grabbed... Let's think this through. So they went and they grabbed the overwhelm one so that Lee Sin can represent the lethal, right? So the only play here is to Comet now, just even though I know they have the deny or the bastion or whatever, you have to do it here so that you at least have a shot to make them use their defensive tool. Yeah, there it is. Because if they go with an open attack next turn, then I can't even play Comet. And so even if I top deck something, we don't get it. So like you have to use that there. I mean, we'd have one shot, I guess, when they, assuming this is the overwhelm weapon. But they'd also get one extra draw to maybe find another answer.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Ooh, Spell Thief could be huge. Yep, so there's the overwhelm. We go hunting, pray that we find an answer. So this goes off. We'll play Inspiration, mostly because it's still gonna have Overwhelm, and this will at least help us soak a little bit more.
Strike firm. Center your spirit.
So I mean, at this point, if they have a deny for our deny, then again, there's like nothing we can do there. Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't be in the game after that misplay. Like, I deserved to lose on that misplay, but yeah, see, that's the right call. So they're gonna have one card that has to be the deny, but this is the right call because I was going to obviously block with that and gain a bunch of health. They have 2 petals, so they can still trigger barrier on this next turn as well.
Graviton. Our path is fixed. Now we must walk it.
My lands need me. Prepare yourself.
Now, if they don't have the deny, this is a mistake. They should be actually pulling this just to, 1, make sure it's out of the way, and 2, it would push more damage in the event that something's off, but
Back, heretic.
Not stray.
still think I end up losing this though, because I still don't have an answer. Like they have both their champions. It just comes down to that misplay. Like the obliterate 2, if it pops off, then like we win this handily, and it should have. But I was somebody who did not. Oh man, I forgot. I'm not carrying spell mana over with that. Probably still correct though. Yeah, I forgot my temple trigger.
Great is gained when we return malevolence.
No help, sadly.
They think themselves cultured.
And then I lose on the open attack. So yeah, misplay is gonna cost me the game, but at least we get to level up Aurelian Soul, I guess, right? Small consolation. Unless we top deck something absolutely stunningly ridiculous here.
My, how they stare.
Yeah, wasn't Hush.
Inferno.
Know your path where the mountain changes.
Hell Cascade. Swing. It's too bad this isn't fast speed. Oh, they had another Lee Sin in hand anyway.
Strike firm. Center your spirit.
Say what? Is this real life? I mean, they probably are BMing me, but we're gonna make them go through the motions.
I fight with my spirit, not my fists.
They threw away their Lee Sin. Out of the way. I mean, that's really good for them, sure. Charmer, never concede caster will make you take extra turns if you BM. I mean,
Sure as the moon, brother.
it's not even like extra turns, like
Breathe in, breathe out.
I have a potential path to victory now. I don't understand, but sure, we'll take it. Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't laugh as hard as I am if they had not used as many emotes as they did, right? Like, they used an awful lot of emotes and did some very unnecessary things on that last turn. Like, I fully deserve to lose that. I made a play mistake. You know, like, I get it. If I lose there, fine. I deserve it. I'm okay with that. But we hung in there. Sometimes the best play you can make is for your opponent to make a mistake. All right, Tryndamere Aurelian Soul versus me on, like, I would say you keep this out of like spite and principle, but I don't think that's correct. Because they're gonna be able to ramp faster than me. But there is a part of me that wants to keep that. I'm not gonna lie.
No more hiding. Temperamental as moonlight.
Darkness hides my path.
I mean, it should hack me. You know, I definitely deserved to lose that contest, but we hung in there. Yeah, do you remember when I was like, I know that I'm not supposed to keep these because they're going to out-ramp me? Oh, do you take Traveler just as another shot at Obliterate stuff? Because I was really banking on a Comet here for this inevitable Tryndamere. I mean, Written in the Stars is potentially good value with temples and stuff going. Yeah, that's kind of a tough call. I feel like we're not like in extra need of a Felios given these. I think that I'd feel more comfortable taking as many shots as I can to get Obliterates. They've started with double ramp. Like, they're on a fast start as it is. Their game plan is very clearly... they probably run Targon's Peak too, like, let's be honest. So it's very clearly to just play big expensive bombs, and I think the faster... Hey, speak of the devil. Let's get one temple down at least here. Probably should have considered something like that, but... Alright, let's take a shot at the Comet. Still no Comet.
Daylight warms the heart and lights the way.
Oh, just casually a War Mothers. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty sparkle fly. No more hiding.
Let's do this now. I'm gonna take... What? We missed the Allegiance. It's one of, what, 3 cards then off the top here? I mean, I guess Vengeance is kind of nice when they are also dropping She Who Wanders bombs. Man, it must be nice. Like, I have never had good rolls with Targon's Peak. It must be nice to double ramp into Peak into War Mothers, you know?
Believe or burn back, heretic.
Right? He's just a good player. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Invoke. Man. I mean, I guess this is the one that lets me potentially dig deeper. There's the obliterates that we were looking for. I mean, I know that they can just turn around and play something else, but
Who would face me?
yeah, of course they had a free Tryndamere. Playing this would get me back up to 6 mana, which isn't good enough for the 2 cards I actually want. I think we let this go. Right? Imagine paying mana for your cards. I want my obliterate back.
No doubt he sees the dogs in the hereafter.
All right.
The constellation
All right.
bow to me. Hello, Runeterra. Let's rock.
War Mother is, I think, just burned an Aurelian Soul for him.
Love an audience.
Man, I really want this mana triggers, but I don't think that works out in my favor. And this thing would just become an 8/4 that just outright dies post Hush. I think we just let this go. As annoying as it is, I think we just let it go. Yeah, I think you're right, Hackney. I think that you got to do Aurelian Soul here. I think it's Aurelian Soul plus Hush. All enemies with 3 or less power is not helpful, so we'll take the Immortal Fire because it has to die twice.
My blade calls.
Hide no longer.
Be quiet.
So you go this route. All right, let's see if we can try to survive this. There are 2 Aurelian Souls and 2 Tryndamere's deep.
My, how they stare. Try to be heard out.
It's a good silence. I respect it.
She's almost as old as me. Almost.
I think that's game.
Try to tame me.
I think this is game. Wow.
See you next time, Runeterra.
Oh. Can you imagine being that guy? Please don't hack me, says. I'm still thinking about you saying, oh, it's a good day to surrender. No, I'm going to make you earn it. I mean, I don't disagree with you. At the time, totally a good day to surrender. But I just held out hope. I just held out hope. I can imagine because I've been that way, but I can't imagine because I am not somebody who gets those Targan peak starts. Like I said, like he went double ramp into peak into War Mothers, and then he had another turn where he played Aurelian Soul and like Feel the Rush. So I mean, like, no, I can't imagine. All right, so depends on the draw. Sometimes this is a terrible matchup for me, but I had a guy instant concede the other day because I played a bunch of Invoke and I just found 3 straight Obliterates, and so they played 3 Anivia. I played Obliterate, 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 and they just conceded. Like, it filled me with such joy. I mean, this guarantees my Aphelios play next turn, so we'll go this route.
No more hiding.
Good night, Tavarish. I appreciate you. All right, this time we're not gonna forget. Now, it's possible they just, like, grasp me here.
As darkness falls, the moon rises. Broken free.
All right, do we roll the dice? We have one of each in hand, so we have a 50-50 shot. If we go Temple, Crescendo, we have a 50-50 shot of getting 2 spell mana back. But it would really only be 3, and then we still don't have another spell to play at that point, so I guess no real reason to do it. But I still think Temple is the way to go here. The Invoke is tempting because, again, we want Obliterates, but we're not quite at the point where we have to do that. I think this is just Temple. I think it's just Temple, Crescendum still. But I wanted to try to figure out a way to sneak in this. I mean, this isn't a deck that really runs a lot of followers, so going to Calibrum isn't as big of a deal. Like Chronicler, Rekindler, Tavern Keeper. Don't swing with this because I don't want the 1 damage on it into an Avalanche. Not that they can't ping this and then Avalanche anyway, but into a Catalyst. All right, I respect that turn. Ooh. I'm just gonna YOLO a Temple. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think the Anivia is there. And I thought about passing as a result, but
A world in perfect stillness.
we're just gonna play the greed game here. go to Gravitum, actually. So I don't want them to kill their Anivia. I don't have a way that makes a ton of sense at the moment to let's do this. Let me finish my thing here real quick. So, and then I'll finish my thought. So I don't have a way to obliterate this yet, but I don't want to kill it because they're sitting on 7 and they're probably waiting to block into Rekindler. And so I'd rather just stun it this round. I know it sounds weird, Hack Me, but I'd rather stun it this round. Yeah, I'm going to end up slapping Scryer, but I want to push damage too. Like this can, if this goes off and they don't have an answer after the fact, like this can connect for 10. So like I'm trying to pressure. And so this obviously telegraphs that they are going to be setting up an avalanche. I mean, I know they're gonna take this jump block, but is what it is. Still gain the health back. Yeah, I have not forgotten, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it, darling. All right, find me that good stuff. That was not the good stuff. Agreed play is inspiration. I think this is Traveler. Avalanche. Oh, the box. That's fair. Yeah, that was kind of my train of thought, Hack Me, was that greed play is inspiration because I have to wait for another trigger.
Snow, wind, and ice. Strike them down.
Each journey is a discovery.
I guess I'm just gonna chain Travelers forever.
So many years, so much misery.
All right, so they finally just like forced away. Just gonna end up overwriting this, but I think that's fine. Because I just really need to find not this either, actually. It'll be a last-ditch effort when we get to that point, I guess. We also have a soul, so in theory, maybe that helps us get there.
Whatever the cost.
God, these are gonna level up next turn too. Maybe that was a turn to take a shot at the Living Legends. Yeah, that might have been a mistake. Sure. Yeah, as I was starting to say at the start of this game, this is certainly a match that I think is pretty heavily dependent on whether or not you find your obliterates. Oh my lord, man. Sure. Maybe that helps me dig deep and find something.
Horses the light that guides all travelers on down he sees to dogs in the hereafter.
Sure.
The Freljord's eternal guardian. Eternal winter. I bring the storm.
Hey, Strivis. So the question now is, because like my scryer is about to get nuked. Attack token next turn. I'll have Aurelian Soul go back to their turn. Maybe he levels up if I've played enough juice by then. And then we could take a shot at like the free Living Legends shenanigans. So I'm just trying to decide, do I Living Legends now knowing that I have to do it in this window here because this is about to die, or do I just play for the long? I think, I think the answer is just that, like, I accept this outcome and we look with some of the existing tools. Because we're gonna have both of these that I can trigger this turn. I don't think there's any reason to panic and take the Living Legends play quite yet here. Still not a lot of help though. I mean, I guess we'll take this. Maybe the lifesteal matters later. Well, that's just rude. Yeah, honestly, that was probably correct, Hack Me. I was thinking that it was fine because we have the backup, but I lose the progress towards leveling Aurelian Soul. So you are, I think, correct in that regard as well.
Daylight star will rule the skies.
Yeah, I mean, looking back, we should have taken Meteor Shower, but I just also wasn't expecting them to play the Ruination there. Let's do this now as well. Oh. Do I take a second Living Legends here? Like, is that a thing that we do? Because I feel like that's just not a thing that we do, right? I mean, this gets us halfway there unless they pop like multiple freezes. I think that you have to take this. I don't think I need a second Living Legends. That feels like overkill to me.
begins!
I mean, that's enough. We'll try it. I just need them to spend mana. Avalanche pops the shield.
Bury all in stone!
This at least takes this outside of the avalanche range, or the harsh winds range. Gosh, we're so close. Do I preemptively bastion this here? I think you do. I think getting him to 1 is relevant. I wanted the Pale Cascade to have mana for the bastion, hack me. So right now they've got Flash Freeze and Harsh Winds. Oh, it's just another Flash Freeze. But like, I wanted them to have to spend multiple resources. Was the train of thought anyway. Is this another Ruination here? The Harrowing, huh? We know at least one Anivia has died. 2, 3. It's a lot of damage, huh? It's a lot of damage. So this would be the turn where you basically have to pop Living Legends. To try to nuke the originals. Kind of no way around it.
Enter the celestial realm.
And of course, fail miserably. We haven't seen a single obliterate card like this entire run here. Like, not a single one. I mean, we know that they're just going to come with the attack after this. We're just trying to save this and have enough mana to replay Aurelion Soul, and we're going to get up to 4 mana back, which makes me feel like I play my Aphelios here. Because that leaves me with the ability... Because this will get an extra +2, go to 13, so it survives... I can't block with it if I do that, though. I don't think I need to block with it, though, right? Just need to block 3 of them.
Our path is fixed. Now, we must walk it.
I'll take this on the off chance they don't immediately open attack, but I fully expect it.
It ends in silence.
Insolence.
No, I do need to block with it. Son of a... Oh, I mean, I can save it with a Bastion, I guess. But then I can't play Aurelion Sol this turn either.
It's just us.
I guess it might not matter. I don't know, we'll see.
Rest in ice.
Meteor Shower helps deal with some of them. Golden Sisters maybe gets me health back. Golden Sisters is probably correct. If they were at lower health, I think I would try to jam that in, but it really just comes down to, like, if they have an answer for this,
Wrapped in cold silence.
then we just lose anyway.
Tomorrow we rise anew. Eternal winter.
I mean, we did hit 0, not a single one. After all of that,
Let's rock.
Time to reflect.
after all of that, so maybe we get lucky here and they don't take the open attack.
My, how they stare.
Let's soar! Snow, wind, and ice.
Wait. What are the chances they have 2 more, like, frost freezes or whatever? I mean, we have the atrocity play. I just wish that we had a way that we could... Oh, now it's just taunting me. Wish we had a way that we could get the +1/+1 to land here, but we don't have a way to do that. Right, we can't use it on ASOL.
See you next time, Runeterra.
Riot apparently nerfed emotes. Don't emotes. Don't emote, gang. Oh my lord.